Hi, this is Michael Silvas from the Silvas Media Independent News Consortium, working along with people like Grandin, Ron Paul, and Alex Jones. Also, we have things to talk to you about. I see a lot of comments about saying that on YouTube and other places, even on Twitter, even that all the stuff that Alex Jones and that we've been talking about is fake. Well, I hate to tell you, it's not fake, folks. Because when this stuff really hits the fan, it's going to be too late to be preparing because you should have already been doing that right now. So what I'm here to tell you about, I hope that you all are preparing, because in today's news segment, there's people right now in China who the globalist elite are actually really, killing people, persecuting people, execution style. Every day. In some cases, in some cities in Japan and China, they have they call them execution points that are open 24 hours a day. Now, they've had these things where they go and shoot people in public stadiums, but they've taken them down, at gunpoint. They've taken them down. That's what we may go to if this charade continues. This is a real thing. It's, if we allow this to happen, it's going to happen to us because we allowed it. It's not because the government went crazy, like I was saying. They're going crazy because we're allowing them to go crazy because we're not doing nothing about it as Americans. So things, like what happened with the EBT, that could be small potatoes compared to what could happen in the upcoming future, where it could actually affect everybody. EBT, Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, the whole 9 yards. So, you need to really listen. This is not fake stuff. It's not a joke. It's not trying to cause unwarranted panic. This is really happening. I put my hand on the Bible and tell you that this is happening because it really is. I mean, this stuff is real. And so, you need to treat it as that because, if we don't do something about this, because the stuff that Obama's doing, a fake insurance scam on the website is fake. I've looked at it, it's fake. All it is a mining trove to get all your financial and tax and your IP data and your address. Go with private insurances. Do not go with the government insurance. Go with private insurances. Go to their websites instead. Don't try to sign up through Obama's site. Go to a regular insurance site directly and do it there. Because all they're doing is stealing your data off your computer. And if you have any credit cards or anything like that, don't be surprised that you might be attacked. Hijacked, Atrax or something when you're on these sites, because it's and they put malware on your computers to get more information from you to know where you are and all, in case you owe the government or taxes or you owe for your loans and things. They put little things on there to try to find where you are. So, anyway, I had a weird thing happening to me the other night. I was watching the UK news and I kept getting this weird noise, like, while it was going on. So I think someone was trying to penetrate my VPN tunnel. So I just moved locations and mysteriously those noises stopped. So, they're always trying to do something, but you always got to be a little bit ahead of those assholes, But, they're always trying to do something because they think they know it all, but they don't know as much as I know. And so they can try, but, I'm going to come, because, they think you can hack you can always hack them too. So, they keep on, they might get a visit from me. I might get some hacking going on their sites to bring them down. So, they need to stop getting into things where they don't belong. Otherwise, they're going to get their nose hurt. They're going to get a bloody nose. So, when I say just stay away from those Obama sites because it's a scam, it's fake. All it's there is a troll is to get your data. That's all it is. They get your ISP and your MAC address. That's all it is. Find out where you really live. And, anytime you get insurance and they need to know your credit score, that's not getting insurance. Insurance in this country is a privilege. It was supposed to be a privilege. It's not supposed to be mandatory or a right. This right here is an outright tax when they demand it and make it law that all people need to have insurance, no matter what their financial bearing or status is. And then by that tool being implemented, it's going to destroy the middle class. There will not be no middle class in the next 5 to 10 years. because of all these high premiums. And when you go to use your insurance, it'll be like you don't have it because the insurance you got is fake. It's not real. So they won't cover anything. They'll say, oh, well, it's just Medicare. It's just care rationing. There's no doctors, so they'll find an excuse to say, well, yeah, that insurance you got, it doesn't work because it's fake. It was fake from the beginning. It's a big old fraud scheme, all thanks to Obama's and also, Mitt Romney writing a bill and things. They all know about this. They're all lawyers. They're all twist the law around, and they're doing criminal things. These are all impeachable offenses that our president's doing, and that's what we need to do is try to get this president impeached. And I don't think any diplomatic immunity will prevent that from happening if there's justifiable cause. And that's why we need people to wake up. And those people who have the power to do this, they need to do it. Because this man is ruining our country. We didn't have to sign on this if Obama didn't okay it. We're finding out that Obama is actually running and working for Al-Qaeda as a president. We cannot have somebody like that in the White House, running things for this country when he's actually been caught in dealings with Al-Qaeda, actually financing their mayhem across the world and all the things that are happening, war crimes. We cannot have a president that's doing all these things and expect for him to be, our president and leader when yet he's not doing things right himself as a leader would do for this country, as the Constitution states, and mandates. So that's where we need to organize and come up with ways to get him out of office. And I don't mean by killing him or bombs or anything like that. I mean by natural means, like political, legislative, legal, those kinds of means and channels. Peaceful protest. And when people have protest, y'all don't go and call them racist and cause problems, because that's what made this country free. That's what got us to where we are. What got us to freedom was protesting and also fighting and people killing themselves for the freedom that we have. So it's not, we may have to do this again. I hope we don't have to, but because, in engagement, it always says to avoid all violence at all costs, but it doesn't say to avoid it completely. It says that's the last resort, is war. So, or revolution. So, that's where we're headed. If we don't do something about it, there's going to be a war in this country. And we can talk about just the EBTs being cut off. That won't really matter. When war breaks out, it won't matter if checks don't come. It ain't going to matter about any of that, because that's not going to stop people from fighting. They get mad. They're going to do something. And they're going to take over. They're going to take over this country, and they're going to start burning Washington and burning buildings down all over America. In revolt and also in anger because of the stuff that's going on. That the Congress seems to be held locked, and tied, at hand tied, where they can't do anything because it's like by design. Because we got globalists in here that are trying to run our country that should not be in here and in our government and even on American soil, telling us what to do. When yet this isn't even their country, they shouldn't be telling us what to do. We should be telling them what to do. Telling them to get back on a plane and go back where they came from is what we should be doing. But yet it's okay for, millions, trillions of dollars to be stolen, and all these banks and all that are in on it together, doing this. And, where a lot of these banks where you do banking with are doing this kind of thing. And nobody's saying anything about that. And it's okay for Fast and Furious to go under hedge. It's okay for this scam of healthcare that Obama and Romney and a lot, key players like that and Al Gore kind of proposed. For it's all fraud, the biggest Ponzi scheme you ever seen. It's okay for all that to go and check why. They go on yachts and go on vacations and eat high on the hog, which we're paying for. And nobody seems to be doing anything about it. I don't understand. How if people want to say something, we're looked at as the Antichrist or as a racist. When yet we're trying to trying to get this country back to where she was. It's going to take some time, folks, to get her back there. It took 40 years to get here where we are today, on the wrong path. But it's going to take at least that long to get back, or maybe longer. So, that's just something you got to think about. So, that's the news, and we got to get ration pantries out here in the community before I go. I want to say one more thing about that. Ration pantries, where all community get together and throw cans of food, rice, perishable, non-perishable things in there. So if they do shut stores down, because I'm telling you, hyperinflation, when it hits, it's going to happen overnight. Like, you'll go get gas for $3 and something a gallon, and then you'll go the next day and it'll be like around $10 or $15 a gallon. It's going to happen if this country goes in the fall. I mean, you're going to see milk like that. We're talking about everything. Everything you get, everything you buy, everything you get is going to go up at least, about 100 to 300% in value. And so, I mean, this is not fake, folks. This is real stuff, I'm telling you. It's not stuff, it's stuff you don't want to believe, or it's stuff you just want to hide in a hole and play Stockholm Syndrome, but that's not going to get rid of it. Hiding on drugs or hiding away or being scared or cowering is not going to get rid of it. What's going to get rid of it is that everybody knows what's going on. We inform everybody and let everybody know, and then we all come up with a plan on how to overthrow this, how to overthrow the government, and how to replace it with people in there that enable bodies that can do this. And we can do this legally, like I said, legislatively, which is legally, and we can do this peacefully and rationally. I mean, because there are laws on the books to take Obama out of office. There are laws on the books that with administrations that have sold their souls over to the devil, meaning when they sold their souls over to New World Order, they're sort of committing the same crime as Obama is. So, there are laws on the books to take care of these tyrants and to take care of these adversaries that are not doing right in the government. So, there's a lot of everybody in the government's evil or bad. There's good people in there like me that are in there. But there's bad people too. So that's something you have to realize. Anyway, that's my thought. Let me know what you think about the news segment. I love you all. Peace. Tell everybody about what you heard, and come on, let's all work together and come up with a peaceful and negotiable plan where we can actually do something about this injustice, great injustice that has hit our nation. A lot of us don't even know what's going on, and it's hit us like sort of from like being attacked. Like if we were a rape victim, we're being raped, and a lot of us don't even know it. And that's really, I don't know how to use an example, but that's a horrible example. But that's what's happening to our country right now. So and I'm just telling you the truth. I love you. Otherwise, if I didn't, I would just snowball you like our government's been doing for the last 40 years. I'll see you later. This is Michael DeSilvas from DeSilvas Media, independent news outlet. We don't get paid by blood or evil money. We get paid by people like you. Please subscribe down below and help us out and tell everybody about us. I'll see you later. Bye.